Hey, I just thought I'd stop here and do a little video. I was gonna go to church today, to the Unity Church, and drove around until I was like 10 minutes late, and I didn't want to go in being late and everything. But, yeah, it sounds like something. I haven't went to church except to do a funeral or a wedding for years. But anyways, I just wanted to let people know what's up. I posted last week about having some sadness and trying to work through that, and you know, most of that is based around my grandson, and things haven't been going too well as far as trying to get him back with our family. So it's been pretty tough, and I've had a real tough time with that, and that's why, you know, I don't really want to call it depression, but you know, because there's a cause for it. A lot of times depression is just like a scattered cause of a lot of things, and you know, I've had reasons to be sad, so you know, I feel like that's probably the biggest, you know, I'm sad, you know. It probably has been one of the most devastating, heartbreaking things I've been through, and that was to lose Carter into foster care. And it's taken me a while to bounce back and try to get my feet under myself and figure out, you know, what my next move is, which, you know, it's always changing. So it's changing again, actually, and we're gonna be looking for a place here, like tomorrow. And you know, I'm gonna try to head a little bit up north here, and you know, I got a lot of stuff in storage. I got a few people interested in some of that, but I do have some people that are inquiring for some readings and some products and things that I make, so I gotta kind of stick around here for a little bit, but it's been a blessing to be where we're at right now, and you know, sometimes all good things come to an end sometimes, you know. So yeah, I'm back to trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. So Val and I are hanging in there together. We've got Ocean. That's the only responsibility we have right now, is our pup, which, you know, still can be a difficult situation when you need to lodge with people, maybe, and things like that. So just, you know, you can't expect someone to like put their animal up for yours or whatever, you know, it's just not. So, but I feel pretty confident, you know, that shit's gonna work out. I mean, it's been really hard dealing with a lot of this crap because it's been really tough, and we had a lot of disappointing things, but at the same time, you know, I know that there's a lesson in this, you know. I've went back and looked at a lot of things since my stroke, and you know, it's occurred to me actually quite recently that, you know, I mean, after going through therapy and, you know, then things just started getting really busy. We got Carter, and then the whole land contract thing with the house, and then losing the house, and then moving on to the property, and then, you know, moving off of the property and losing Carter. Anyways, all this kind of stuff just came down, and I didn't realize the deficits that remained since my stroke, and it's been, you know, that hasn't really been I mean, I guess I'm understanding it now more, and I'm noticing it, and I'm trying to adjust things, but, you know, I am contemplating going back for some occupational therapy, or some, you know, not occupational so much, but speech therapy for, you know, I have a real hard time retaining information if it comes through this side. So about half of what people say to me, I might remember. I mean, and I really intently think that I'm remembering, but I'm not. And if I'm, you know, if I have my left side turned to the person, I found that, you know, I will very quickly lose track of what they're saying, forget that they're talking at all, you know, and I'm sure that it's like super rude at times. You know, the thing that's been kind of bothering me more so even than just realizing that I have a hard time retaining information is that I'm having a hard time recalling things that I know. I mean, some things are just simple. Like, I was really surprised the other day I picked up, you know, Val wanted me to start some crochet for her, and I was really surprised that I remembered how to do that, because it's been little things like that that have been really, I don't realize that I don't remember how to do it until I start to have to, you know. I forget steps, you know, I forget directions. That's, for me, that's super new. I mean, I can find anything. If anybody, you can, I mean, I used to drive cab. I mean, I know streets, I know directions, I can tell a lot. I used to always be able to tell just kind of by the way the light was, or the sun, or, I mean, I can figure out where I'm at, but, the last few times that I've, it sounds like a damn elevator music, but, I've got lost, you know. I mean, I was going to Sparta, which should be simple. I know how to get there, and totally got lost. Went all the way to Cedar Springs. I was trying to go to Sparta again, and I was confused. I had to seriously stop a couple times and put it back in my head, you know, again, like, okay, you go here to here, to here to here, and that's not like me, you know. So that's kind of, you know, I went and, I was going out to Hobby Lobby, and, going out to Sternberg Road, where I know, I mean, I've been there 1,000 times, and it is way built up since I lived here, but, I mean, I'm totally lost. Totally, I mean, I seen all the street signs, all the street names that I recognized, and I knew that, and I knew sort of where I was, but I could not remember if they were ascending or descending as far as what direction I was going. So it was like I knew what street was next, but I could not for the life of me come up with if it ran north and south, if I was going south or north, or and that kind of shit ain't cool, because I can't just like get lost, so if I do go someplace, I definitely need to map out and plan. Like today I was going to go to church, and I drove and drove and drove, and without maps, on my phone, I couldn't. My maps app isn't working, of course. So I was just completely lost, which is not me either, because I just started using this stupid maps and GPS crap like in the last couple of years anyway. So it's just so I've had trouble recovering memories of things that I should really know. I've also have a lot more anxiety than I used to about getting ready to go somewhere, or getting ready to do a reading, or basically anything that's out of that I have to remember things to get, like make sure I got my phone, my charger, all this. If it's a lot of things I gotta get, it'll take me hours to get that shit together. So I realize that maybe a lot of the problems is just my inability to really try to get my ducks in a row. Like I've mentioned this, and a few people's like, no, I've seen you, you've been trying, you've done it, it's just been bad. Like, well, yes and no, but it is something that I have to fucking look at, because it's real, and I don't like it. But believe me, I know it could be so much worse. That's why I don't want to get on Facebook and complain and bitch and say my life is terrible, and we're homeless again, although that's kind of the case right now. But because it's really not terrible. I mean, I got a shower, I got food, I have all the things that I feared. Through grace or something, I've got it. So it's not really been that bad, So many people got it so much worse, So how am I gonna bitch, I mean, so many people got it worse than me. And, so I'm just puttering away. But I'm safe and I'm well. And Val's safe and she's well. And, the thing that really blew me away. This is what the biggest, just recently, and then I just realized, what, it's just this has gotta be just the last straw. The money we planned on to, get up out of here and do all that kind of stuff, Val went for taxes. Well, we forgot, when you get married, they go back on you. So we filed jointly, and they took all of her tax money for my student loans. Lovely. So we ain't getting shit for that. We're gonna file some kind of it's not an extension, but it's sort of amendment to hopefully hold her innocent from it, and she could get her money back. But good luck on that. But hell, man, it gets my student loans out of default. Maybe I'll just go back to school, you know. I don't really want to do that, but, you know. Maybe Val wants to go to school. We'll figure it out. But peace out, man.